distinguished delegates, fellow board members, family, friends, and guests. It has been an incredible year. One short year ago, I stood before you in Chicago as your newly installed president of our beloved AGD. Not one of us in this house could have envisioned the year we were destined to experience. Yet here we stand today in a world quite different than each of us could have imagined. Our lives and practices changed literally on a dime. For me personally, the joy of a Kansas City Super Bowl victory and the promise of an early spring turned quickly to daily Zoom calls that discussed clinic closures, online learning, furloughs, inadequate PPE, point-of-care testing, and sheer survival of our livelihood. Our world certainly became very different. I contend that we are different as well. As president, I have witnessed an incredible transformation of people as we moved from the early days of fear and disbelief to long days of questioning truths and seeking answers, to taking action and rising above every adversity. We sought to create our ways of thinking and adapting to this new reality. In the name of safety for our patients and the love of our profession and organization, the resiliency of our AGD collectively has been quite amazing to witness. It is truly a testament to our strength, our passion, and ultimately our ability to flourish. Throughout this year, I have witnessed the incredible work ethic and generous giving of time and talent on the part of so many members and staff at the AGD, really at all levels of our organization. Walter Elliot, a Scottish politician from the late 1800s, observed, "The perseverance is not a long race. It is many short, successful races, one after the other." I believe that Mr. Elliot was right. This year and all years of success that have become our history are the races of our life. Our members have taken action and they have come together. They have sought answers, found solutions, and shared their findings. They have supported one another by listening and by being courageous. They have dared to challenge the norm and been open to change. Our entire board, our regional directors, our state leaders, and every AGD council and committee member have stepped up in such extraordinary ways to bolster our response to perhaps the greatest disruption to our world that any of us could have envisioned. Early on in the pandemic, the Dental Practice Council and the Legislative and Governmental Affairs Council took the lead in our response and communication to our members, as they advocated on our behalf to a wide range of federal and state regulators. They spent hundreds of collective hours poring over the ever-changing and conflicting federal guidance. Their body of work resulted in 35 advocacy letters sent by the AGD to a range of agencies. These communications led to dialogue with OSHA, CDC, FEMA, and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. Additionally, this correspondence served to initiate communication by our organization to Vice President Pence, members of Congress, the National Governors Association, American Association of Dental Boards, and the Organization for Safety, Asepsis, and Prevention. The development of AGD's return to work guidance was shared throughout the world and served as a standard to guide our members as they sought to return to the practices they loved. Our communication team at the AGD worked tirelessly to be our voice during this year of unprecedented challenges. Through our award-winning publications of AGD Impact and General Dentistry, and the new weekly e-newsletter This Week at AGD, along with a weekly president message on COVID-19, we were able to speak to our members at home. Since February, their communications to the members has never faltered. They have been a constant in a world that had very few constants in 2020. Our regional, state, and constituent leaders serve to help disseminate this information and find innovative strategies to help our general dentists closer to home. For this, I am eternally grateful to all of you. Each of you stepped up to help each other. This is the AGD way. We are teachers, we are mentors, and we are friends. For all of us to succeed, each must succeed. And at this time, no one could be alone or left behind. As I said last year, the heart and soul of our AGD lies in our constituents. It is where leadership and learning begin. The pandemic continued to touch every corner of our lives this year. Just ask our Scientific Meetings Council and the hardworking staff in our meetings team. Our scientific meeting, slated for Las Vegas this past summer, was moving ahead of all projected expectations to be one of our most highly attended meetings to date. Using all available known data and examining closely the environmental challenges of an in-person meeting, we made the difficult decision to move to a virtual platform. It was disappointing for so many of us. Our meetings team and the Scientific Meeting Council, as well as our Dental Education Council, pivoted into action and created a stellar and unprecedented virtual experience for all of our members, near and far. We all missed the in-person closeness that one thrives on. But I heard more than a few attendees comment on the new virtual format as a refreshing venue to sharpen their focus on the material presented. We, in addition, helped our members who could not travel and gave them the opportunity to participate this year. A blended model of virtual and in-person meetings are certainly in our future. As I have said many times this year, never waste a good pandemic for its opportunity to bring change. We have grown and we have learned. This year's fellows, masters, and lifelong learning and service recognition recipients had to put the convocation ceremony and their recognition plans on hold too, but they weren't forgotten. Special boxes were sent to them so that they could commemorate at home and in their offices, and to begin celebrating these important accomplishments. We expect many of them to join us at an upcoming meeting where they will be formally recognized. Since March, our Dental Education Council moved into action by producing webinars that reached thousands of members and non-members on a daily basis. Our audience of engaged participants has never been higher, with some programs reaching nearly 3,000 participants in a single evening. In addition to these dental education opportunities, the Dental Education Council examined numerous company proposals to bring to the AGD a new learning management system that would serve to unite our various internal information technology platforms. This platform was selected to enhance our CE database while allowing for increased ease of communication across our current complex systems. This initiative was the fervent work and future dream of Dr. Rick Knowlton, a legacy that lives on from a wonderful friend who we lost too soon this year. The team, led by Dr. George Smith and Ms. Joyce King, saw this plan to fruition in his honor. I know that Rick is smiling as he has watched this unfold. One can only appreciate that out of adversity and sadness, the AGD rose to the challenge once again. We love you, Dr. Knowlton, and we miss you. Our membership council, PACE, dental benefits, and exam councils did not let a pandemic dampen their spirit or their productivity. Our membership council developed from scratch an entirely new tiered membership plan that promises to give our members individual and discrete choices as they join the AGD and then renew their memberships annually. The membership plan will allow our members to choose the benefits most suited to their needs and allows for flexibility of choice in their price point. We are so excited to realize the benefits of their work in our future membership growth. Our PACE Council continued to set record numbers of PACE applications that were reviewed and accepted. Our Group Benefits Council continued to examine new benefit partners and exclusive member benefits for our members. We moved to a virtual fellowship exam course this fall and had a record number of participants, with nearly 175 registering to prepare for an upcoming exam. Our exam council, the true lifeblood of our academy, maintain their heroic efforts to write and analyze every test item that supports our fellowship exam. They are, in my opinion, the unsung heroes of this organization. Without them, there is no fellowship exam. Without them, there is no fellowship award. Without our fellowship award, there is no mastership award. The AGD would cease to exist without them. My thanks to each of you. We have accomplished incredible feats during this extraordinary year. We have represented the very core of general dentist needs. We have advocated for them, we have helped to educate them, and we have worked to credential them. Perhaps most importantly, we have worked diligently to support them. Our members are our family, and we do care about them deeply. Our work is not finished. Never in the history of the AGD has there been a greater need for our Academy of General Dentistry. Our young dental graduates will need us more than ever. The pandemic greatly affected the traditional options for their student clinical experiences, and most certainly created gaps in their educational journey. Let us step up as we always do, be a mentor, help show them the way, be a friend, and teach. We must continue to support the Governance Evaluation and Review Committee, or GERC. GERC continues to do what we have asked them to do and review our governance systems. They are immensely dedicated to accomplish this task. Let us allow them to do their work. Imagine rethinking our entire structural system of governance. It is hard work. They will need our patience, our unwavering confidence in them, and the belief that their plan will unfold in tremendous fashion, allowing AGD to flourish. I look forward to seeing our AGD of the future. My hope for all of you and the AGD is success and happiness in how you spend your days. I pray as an organization that you find support, prosperity, and strength together. We are better than we are as we work as a unified body. Rise above the small things in life that matter very little and focus on those things in life that really make a difference. AGD will find strength when its leaders unite and find common ground from which to build the future. Everyone here has a sense that right now is one of those moments when we are influencing the future. This statement by Steve Jobs is one of his last communications to his board. It is equally true right now for each one of us and for our AGD. These moments matter and will determine what our future will be. Make them count. As an organization in support of General Dennis, we are essential to our world. Never forget this, and never, ever stop fighting for it. As I finish my presidential year, I give thanks to my husband, Jerry, who has stood by my side in all things. He has done it all in supporting me on this journey. I can never thank him enough. My children are my constant source of pride. They give Jerry and I such joy beyond measure. I'm excited to give them more time in the years we have left together. I love the AGD beyond measure. Thank you for allowing me to serve as your president.